What's up everybody, it's K9 Gamer here, and I'm back in the den again, and I just have to say, FMD. So I went to the doctor today to talk about private stuff, which I'm not going to share with you because obvi, and it ended up with me getting 3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots, which, it's not that bad, I'm old, I'm a big girl, I can do it until afterwards, because I was nervous because I haven't had shots in 2 years, yay. I walked out, and then I started feeling lightheaded, then my vision started blurring, and then I couldn't hear anything anymore because my ears were ringing. So, yeah, then they proceeded to take me back again, and I almost threw up, and I almost passed out. So yeah, that was my day at the doctor's. Isn't it fun? Yeah, no. So after I left the doctor's after recovering from passing out, well, almost passing out, I then proceeded to go home, and when I go home, I find out that my uncle is here because he needs to do his laundry in my washer and dryer. So I'm like, okay, that's nice, but he's annoying, he's not a good role model, and I hate him because I hate him. The whole time he was here, I was just watching videos on my phone because my laptop was upstairs and I was too lazy to go up and get it. So I couldn't get comfortable because of my shots, because whenever I would try to lay on the circle-y chair, I would get lightheaded again, and now any physical activity kind of makes me pale and everything, which gets people worried. So yeah, it's not all that great, and I just, that also adds to what I'm about to say next. I decide to go upstairs and watch videos on my laptop, but then I realize, hey, I'm having a bad day, let's do a video today. And so I go upstairs and I realize that this entire area that I use to make videos has a mattress right here that I keep forgetting to put away in my trundle with a bunch of school crap on it and everything on it. So I have to move all of that stuff to another place on the floor so that I can move the mattress back into the trundle, cause me to go pale. I pretty much am dying now, so I have to stand in front of the fan and practice in this entire video because, reasons. And in the process of moving that mattress by myself, it's not fun. I broke a nail, and I'm not one of those prissy girls where I'm like, oh my god, I broke my nail. But it's because I like long nails because they're very useful, and now it's not useful anymore. And I'm sad. It's not I'm mad, and I'm like about to cry. I'm just sad. I'm disappointed. God. So then I decided why not make a video. I guess this is what I get for not posting anything in 3 months or so. I proceeded to think about what kind of video should I do, what people do during the summer, what I do during the summer, or E3. And I decided E3, because why not? So yeah, long intro over. So yeah, E3, if you don't know what E3 is, then you are awful, and why are you watching gaming videos? That's why I want to know. Why are you watching this video is another thing. E3 is kind of like a convention where all of the game developers come together and a bunch of gamers go to see everything that the developers are working on. Everything that the developers are working on, and they actually want to show to you that they're probably going to bring in the 2015 or 2016 year. So I decided to cover the highlights of each developer and what they have to offer. Now, I've never been to E3, but I've always wanted to go, and I've always tried to keep up to date on it because I want to know what's coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the lowdown of what is coming out. So yeah, let's see what games we want to play next year. Yeah. Okay, the first developer is Bethesda. It's right here. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry, but I don't really care. Okay? They have shown us that they are developing some very good games that are coming out. So, first, I'm going to talk about Dishonored 2. Now, Dishonored was basically, you're an assassin kind of guy who used to work for the higher-ups, but then your name got trampled over, and you now have to, kind of revive your name. It's something weird. I've never played it. That's pretty much what I've seen out of it. But I might want to play Dishonored 2, because now it's a female protagonist, and she looks amazing. She's, super good. She's, such a good assassin, and I'm like, I want to be her. She has like she has really cool powers, and it seems like it's going to be the same plot. The trailer talks about how it's happening again, so I'm and they talk about, a little bit about the old Dishonored stuff. So, yeah, yeah, it looks cool, and it's probably just gonna be a sequel and just kind of the same thing with different characters. But either way, I think it's gonna be a good game, and I'm probably gonna check it out. Next is Doom, and this new Doom that is coming out is not going to be a sequel to Doom 3. It is strictly a reboot of the first Doom, which looks really fun. A lot of guns and God, blood and gore on Mars, and you're just destroying things, and either way it looks fun. And it's coming out in spring of 2016, so check that one out. I feel like Fallout 4 has been long awaited for a while now, and now they're finally starting to work on it. And I say work on it because their trailer doesn't give you a lot to go on. Even for like storyline, it basically just talks about war and post-apocalyptic stuff, and it's mostly stars a dog and a family and baby. Yeah, it's weird. And even the trailer of like the little bit of in-game you see isn't as polished as you would think of a trailer, and graphics that are going to be on the PS4 and Xbox One. But it is coming out November 10th, pretty sure this year, and they've been working on it for a while. They say that they're paying a lot of attention to detail, and it's gonna be like a Fallout game. But in the trailer it doesn't show a lot of gameplay or anything, so it's most likely just gonna kind of be like it's been. So, I have high hopes for it, but for me, just seeing all this stuff would kind of get me discouraged. But that was the top highlights for Bear City Studios, that thing. Now, Microsoft has stolen Minecraft from us, and now it's coming out with some new games, including Halo. Halo 5 has been teased since last year, and now people are expecting it, and here it is. Halo 5 Guardians. And they had the single person co op, and people are cool about that, and it's supposed to have a very good storyline. But it's basically just a revamped Halo game like they've been doing. I don't go for Halo, it's just shoot everybody. That's all it is. Just shoot everybody. But you know what? It's got hype to it, and all the people who love Halo, well, it's coming out. Halo 5 Guardians coming out October 27th this year. Have fun. Next is Rise of the Tomb Raider. It is a sequel to the reboot of Tomb Raider, and it actually looks really cool. Lara Croft is back again, surviving impossible situations because she is Lara Croft. And it seems as though she's searching for something, but we don't really know yet. And she ends up finding her sense of purpose. Don't know what that is about, but it seems really fun. It's coming out on the next gen consoles in November 10th, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into that game because it looks amazing. Gears of War 4. Everything's 4 now. I guess they all kind of started at the same point, and now they're, you know, still together. It's weird, right? The trailer looks awesome, and it's basically a whole gameplay trailer of one part of the game, and it looks really cool, and it looks very graphical, very high tech. I think that it might get me to play it. I might. Don't know. Seems to be a sequel, like everything. And there's basically not much to say except that it's freaking scary. A little bit. Just a little bit. Guess that's the point. So it's coming out in the holiday of 2016, which I can't word, which presumably means it's coming out in December 2016, because that's the holiday stuff. So yeah, we have to wait that long, but they'll be probably really good. And finally, for Microsoft, the HoloLens. virtual reality is a reality with the Oculus Rift and now the HoloLens. It's going to be really cool. A lot of people got to test it out, and they got to play different games with the HoloLens, and it seems pretty amazing. They're actually making a Minecraft version that you can play on the HoloLens and also play with people who are on a PC. So that's gonna be cool. I can't wait till I get to play Minecraft in virtual reality. So yeah, Microsoft's got a lot, especially since they're beefing up the Xbox One so that you can play a whole bunch of different games from Xbox 360, and like they're just beefing it all the way. There's so much stuff that they're doing with it. I just don't really want to talk about it. So yeah, on to another developer. EA, they brought some great games to E3. New Mass Effect game with Mass Effect Andromeda. I think that's how you say it. It's some weird name that I'm not even sure exactly, but it seems really cool, and there's a lot of questions surrounding it, like how the other games affect this one, and it's supposed to be a sequel that takes place like a long time after the other ones. So, you know what? We'll just have to wait and see what happens with this Mass Effect game. It's coming out holiday 2016 again, so we kind of have to wait a little while, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Star Wars is a video game. Yes, Star Wars is now a video game in Star Wars Battlefront. It's basically a first-person shooter in Star Wars theme, but I'm sure you can become a Jedi at some point. There's got to be some real storyline that has something to go with it, along with the Empire trying to take over the things, like every single cartoon that's been out, and movie, and everything, you know, Star Wars. The gameplay looks really fun. I'm probably going to buy it, and my dad's probably going to play it. So I would probably assume a lot of people's dads are going to play it. It's probably going to be a really, really good one. Very successful. It's coming out just in time for the holidays, on November 17th this year. So I might be asking for that for Christmas, along with a bunch of other games. Microsoft is trying to add kind of a new thing into gaming. Open world with no loading screens. They're trying to achieve this with Mirror Edge Catalyst. It seems as though you fight without weapons, but parkour, and it's complete open world that you're trying to save a dystopia. It's utopia, but everybody's psychotic, and the way that you're living you don't abide by, and nobody would, but all these crazy people do it anyway because they don't have a choice. So yeah, it looks really fun though. The gameplay, it's like parkour, it's like Delson, but without all the super crazy powers. And you play as a girl named Faith, and she's freaking amazing. And I just want to play it really badly right now because it just seems so cool and innovative and new and awesome. And it's like not a like cartoony kind of game, and it looks cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be buying that on February 23rd, maybe, probably, because I won't pre-own it because I'm too lazy. And last in EA's pocket is FIFA 16 and Madden 16, which is basically game soccer and football. Or, for everybody else who doesn't live in America, football and football. There's not much to say about these games because they've been going on for like ever now, and it's just these sports that you play without being athletic. Yay, America. We just don't want to do it. We just want to do it with our hands, and that's it. We don't want to actually run around and get sweaty, cuz ew, sweat. Only time I want to sweat is when I'm raging. Yeah. So yeah, sports coming out soon. Actually, FIFA's coming out in 2 months. And I don't know when Madden's coming out. I don't care. So yeah, figure that one out for yourself. Shooters! Everybody loves them, whether third person or first person. And Ubisoft is coming out with 2 new ones. We get a third person shooter and a first person shooter. Our third person shooter is Division. And Division, it's supposedly just supposed to be about a group called the Division that are trying to save the world. That's basically all they've given me. And that's basically all I've found because I'm not a fan of shooters in the first place now. And it's coming out in 2016 because they have to keep pushing it back for reasons unknown. Our first person shooter is Rainbow Six Siege, which is another game about another group, a counterterrorism group, and they're also kind of trying to save the world in weird ways. It's just shooting saves the world somehow. That's all we've learned. So if you want Rainbow Six Siege, it's coming out in October, so have fun with that. Ooh, Assassin's Creed keeps getting better and better. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is actually probably I don't know what to say. It's so good. The protagonists are Jacob and Evie Frye. Is that how you say it? I don't know. They live in London in the industrial revolution era, and they're basically trying to stop the corruption of the split between the rich and the poor, the corruption of the city, and basically they're all for good. The 3 trailers that they give you are so amazing. The first one is very short, but it follows Evie Frye, and she is just amazing. She's a good assassin, and she just all of her hidden blades and techniques, and it shows all the different weapons that you got, what kind of like a little summary of each thing, and she takes out a bunch of enemies. Second trailer follows Jacob, and he has a group called the Rooks, which is trying to take out bad people, obviously. So at this iron mill where they're using children, they go in, storm the place, and start killing all of the people who are taking the children. He then goes to a bar where all of the enemies are, all the people who were on that guy's side, and asks them to join the Rooks. After a subtle kind of show off of his, not really subtle, but a show of his abilities, they decide to join him, and why wouldn't they? I mean, he's amazing. So I've always wanted to get into Assassin's Creed. I just haven't really been able to. I don't know, I just couldn't stick with it. But now, definitely, I think I'm gonna play this one. The third trailer was gameplay of a special mission for a demo kind of thing, and it's actually really good. It kind of shows off the new things that they've added into Assassin's Creed to make it better, and I love it. It's so good, and I can't wait for it to come out. It comes out in October this year, so keep an eye out for that. Ghost Recon is back with Wildlands, and now you are in South America, taking control of elite military squad, trying to take down a group cult kind of thing, I don't really know, that worships death, likes killing people, and drugs. Seems like everything else is. But you can choose different ways to attack people. It's a wide open world, so you supposedly don't have to follow a linear path of missions. You can do whatever missions you want. There's no release date yet, but we can most likely assume that it's going to be in 2016. South Park is back. Stick of Truth is now over with. It's now The Fractured But Whole. Basically, the entire trailer is about talking about how they need a new, fresh game and how they want to be very high up there. They want a good review. They want a great game. They don't want it to be dumb anymore. But it's ultimately dumb. That's what makes it a great game. Instead of wizards and RPG and all that like normal role-playing stuff, it is now superheroes. Butters has turned evil, and you're going after him as the new kid. And maybe the old new kid. I'm guessing a new kid though, because why not? But yeah, who's ready to be a superhero and save the world? Because apparently it's not a game anymore. It's real life. Sure. Don't know when it's coming out, but I might get it. Or I'll just watch PewDiePie play it. Yeah, probably that one. Okay, Sony, we've been waiting for 6 years, and you finally have given it to us, The Last Guardian. It kind of seems like it's gonna be a puzzle game with you and your gigantic bird, demon, dog kind of creature. I'm guessing that's the Guardian. And I doesn't and from the gameplay trailer we don't really know much about the plot. But I think it's gonna be amazing, and the Guardian is just so cute, and ah I would like to think that the gameplay is going to be like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. If you haven't watched that, it's a puzzle game and it's really cute and sad and stuff. So I have a feeling that it's gonna be a lot like that. The style's kind of the same, and it everything about it seems kind of similar in a way. So yeah, maybe it'll be kind of like that, or maybe it'll become something completely different. But it's coming out in 2016. They don't have a set date, and it doesn't even say holiday on it. So it's it might be any time in 2016. But they're obviously working other stuff out, and I can't wait for it. And hopefully by then I'll have a capture card, and I will do a walkthrough on it because I want to. I want to pet the Guardian so bad. I want to be like, yeah. A new game is coming out called Horizon Zero Dawn, and it kind of brings together its Indian culture and like machinery. Basically, our entire world died out. All of us humans died out, but new humans came, and now they kind of are like in like kind of Native American tribe kind of stuff, and now there are robot dinosaurs roaming throughout the land that they try to kill because the robots are killing them. It's like going back to Stone Ages with the dinosaurs and then adding Indians into it. It's weird, but it seems pretty cool. Seeing as this rolls out, I might actually get it. It's coming out 2016, not a set date yet, but who knows? Fantasy VII is finally getting the remake it deserves. Everybody's been asking for it, so we finally get it, don't we? And it's supposedly, we don't know much about it yet, and I don't even think we know when it's coming out, but it's just coming, which is all we need at this moment in time, so that everybody will just calm down. For all you Call of Duty fans, yes, Black Ops 3 is here. It's coming in November. I'm pretty sure you know this because you guys are all fanboys. I don't really care much for it, and it's just shooting things constantly. It's supposedly a lot better than everything else, and you get a lot of maps. So there you go. There you go. Sony is also getting into the virtual reality with their new project Morpheus. It's kind of weird, and you don't really get to learn much about it, but whatever. It's virtual reality. We'll love it anyway. Wrapping it up with Sony is Uncharted 4: Thief's End. It's a very long trailer of gameplay, and it's very, very cool. It has them running away from these people that are apparently their enemies at this point. So, yeah, it's probably going to be like every other Uncharted game. Ever. Nintendo is bringing all of the classics back. We now get a new Star Fox game, Star Fox Zero. There are so many new features, new ways to play, new battles on land, new battles in the sky. Everything's 3D. It's on the Wii U. It's so much cooler. It's so cool, and it's coming out in December. I can't wait. We all know that Mario is Nintendo's pride and joy, so now you can create the Super Mario games. Well, not really the Super Mario games themselves, but in Super Mario Maker, you can create different levels with Mario games. You can choose a different game, whether it be old NES or new Wii U. You can make your own levels and play other people's levels. It's actually really cool. And it's coming out soon, so Skylanders is at it again. Now they're making Skylanders with vehicles. Yeah, I think they're running out of ideas. I mean, I don't even really play the Skylanders games anymore. I've finished Spyro's Adventure, haven't finished Giants, and I barely started Swap Force. But now you want to add superchargers? Well, I guess they even realized that they're running out of ideas, so they decided to get Nintendo and put Bowser and Donkey Kong in the game, which is actually really weird, but kind of cool at the same time. They're only available if you get the Wii U version of the game, But I'm probably not going to get any version of it because honestly, Skylanders is now out the door and I don't feel like collecting even more of those little toys. I already have to get amiibos. Now you want me to get little more Skylanders? God dang it. Pick one. Nintendo has announced 2 more Legend of Zelda games. The first one is Hyrule Warriors Legends and the second is Zelda Triforce Heroes. Hyrule Warriors Legends is basically a 3DS version of the Wii U Hyrule Warriors. It's basically the same thing as its Wii U predecessor, but now it's on your 3DS device so you can take it everywhere you go. And honestly, I love that because I play on my 3DS more than I play on my Wii U and other game consoles because it's always with me. Legend Triforce Heroes, on the other hand, is Toon Link, and he is back again, and now there are 3 of them, and you use them to go through the levels. It's pretty much necessary, and you can also invite your friends to become the other Links so that you can complete the levels and work with them. It's actually a really cool idea, but you know, I'm kind of iffy on it because I don't want to have to keep switching through Links to go through each level because I don't have friends with 3DSs that are going to buy this game. I actually don't really have friends either. We also get 2 new Animal Crossing games. We get Happy Home Designer and Amiibo Festival. Wii U Amiibo Festival is where you can use your amiibos and you can, it's kind of like a big board game and it seems really fun and cute, but I've never really been into Animal Crossing, so I'm not sure I will really go for it, but people who like Animal Crossing, I think it would be fun. It's kind of like a big board game you can play with your friends. At least that's what I've seen of it. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is on the 3DS where you design homes for all the people in your little village town thing and they evaluate it and it looks really cool, but I don't know. I feel like they just don't want to make another Animal Crossing game that is like Animal Crossing. They just want to make specific little versions so that they can pickpocket your money. That's how Nintendo works. Okay. Yokai Watch! Pokemon, but even more Japanese. It's these little, you get to capture these kind of little spirits and you battle with them and do a whole bunch more with them than Pokemon, but it's basically Pokemon. You battle them, you play with them, and you do a whole bunch of stuff with them. I don't really get it. It's just Pokemon, but with spirits instead of Pokemon. It's weird, but cool. It's like, I don't know. It's so weird. Yoshi's Woolly World. We've actually been waiting for this for a while, and it's coming out this year towards holiday season time, so it's definitely one you should put on your Christmas list. It's Kirby's Epic Yarn, but Yoshi, and it's not just yarn, it's like crochet together and stuff. It's really cute, and there's a lot of new features, and you can turn things into little balls of yarn that you throw at things so that you can change things. The gameplay is actually really cool. It's still a lot similar to Kirby's Epic Yarn, but honestly I think it's going to be better because Yoshi's kind of cuter. Or it's like Yoshi's cuter because Kirby's just a circle, but he's also cute. Which one do you think is cuter? Leave in the comment, Yoshi or Kirby, who's cuter? Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the first Xenoblade, we learn that everything is kind of fixed now, and it's just peaceful now. There's no need for anything anymore. So now Xenoblade Chronicles X doesn't feature Shulk as far as I'm concerned, and it's a new kind of beefed up suit. That's the big power weapon, and you're fighting some enemy. I don't really get it. I never really got Xenoblade either. It was kind of just a whole bunch of stuff that didn't need to be there. It was like really confusing, and this new one's confusing because I love the Monardo. Why'd you have to change the big thing? So Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's coming out end of this year, and people are really excited about it, but I mean, not so much. But you know what? all you guys. It's okay. New mystery dungeon game, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, and maybe it'll be the main characters will be X and Y characters instead of black and white characters, like Mystery Dungeon. What was that one? That the most recent one, Gates to Infinity. That's what it is. I've seen a little bit of gameplay and I've seen the trailers and it looks really, really cute. It's just a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. You're going through the dungeons and you're saving Pokemon. Yay! Now I feel bad for Metroid because this series got an awful game right here on the 3DS. Metroid Prime Federation Forces. Force, not forces. It's not a Metroid game. You're not Samus anymore. You're this weird kind of force that kind of looks like Samus's suit. It's so weird that I kind of hate it. I just don't get it. I mean, why? Just why? Why'd you have to do this to Metroid? Samus is so cool. Metroid is so cool, but what did you do? You ruined it. But the creators are saying that this is just a game to lead into the next game that'll hopefully be better. On the Wii U, I think. I don't really know. Why do this to Metroid? Fire Emblem is such a good series. I have played Fire Emblem Awakening and I fell in love with it. It's so cool. I love the battle mechanics. Even though at first I was like, ew, I hate that kind of battle mechanics. But then I played it and I'm like, wait, I love this. It's so good. The strategies, everything. I love everything about it. And now the next Fire Emblem game is coming out next year. Fire Emblem Fates. And it's so cool looking. It looks like we're getting a whole bunch of new characters, and I don't know where it's gonna fall in with the timeline or if there even is a timeline, but it looks so good, and there's so many cool characters. I love Fire Emblem. Maybe a new character will get put into Smash Brothers with the Fire Emblem crew. Speaking of Smash Brothers, Roy and Ryu are added to the roster. It's Roy and Ryu. I think that's how you say his name. I don't really know, but it's the karate guy, and he's super beefed up. It's so awesome. And he's such an integral character that the Nintendo's trying to create. And then Roy is back, and I love him. He's so cool. I want to play as him. I need him. So I'm going to be getting that DLC. And when his amiibo comes out, if it comes out, it probably will come out. I'm probably going to get it too. Along with all of the new amiibos coming out. There's so many new amiibos coming out. Because they didn't come out with the first, 10 of them. So now they're coming out in the summer. It's so good. Yes! We need to toot Mario's horn even more by giving him another game. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. It's basically combining Dream Team and Paper Mario. So basically it's Luigi and Mario, regular version, then Paper Mario's there as well, and they're all battling all these things and they're going through their life how Mario games are. That's just how it goes. So yeah, gotta combine games, that's how you get games, right? Yeah, that's definitely it. We're also getting another Mario and Sonic's Olympics at Rio 2016. Oh, that hurts. Basically, Mario and Sonic are going to go at it again at the Olympics, and you get to decide who gets to win because, you're going to play with your friends, and you're going to be totally better than them, and you're going to be like, back off, I'm Sonic. Back off, I'm Mario. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's just going to be great. Another Earthbound game, guys. Earthbound Beginnings. Which makes me think it's a prequel, so, yes. Just, yes. And obviously we need more Just Dance, so Just Dance 2016. When do you think that's coming out? 2016? Nobody knew! Oh my god! Yeah, it's gonna be more Just Dance, more amazingness. You don't need to know anything about Just Dance, it's just Dance. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. We get more Mario Tennis. Haven't seen that in a couple of years. You know what? Now we're gonna tennis, and it's basically just the Wii U tennis with Mario people and power-ups. We don't need this. I don't need this. You may need it because you're weird. The only thing I miss about Nintendo is that they didn't talk about the new Legend of Zelda Wii U game we have been waiting for. We got 2 new 3DS games, but last year they talked about Legend of Zelda Wii U, the whole open experience, everything. That trailer was so amazing. And it was supposed to be the game was supposed to be coming out, I think, this year, but it hasn't. So there must have been something else where they were like, we can't do this. Or they're going to put it on the NX, the secret, super secret, mysterious NX that they keep pointing at. They actually did at E3. They said one thing about it. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see it next year. So Nintendo, they really stocked all that crap into E3. They had a lot of other games, but they weren't really main series titles, and I didn't feel like going through all of the research to find out what the heck they are. So I'm just gonna go to the website in the link in the description and the other website which I used for all the other stuff, so you can see everything for yourself and see the trailers if you have not. So you know what? Enough ranting about E3. That's all the games and research I could find on the 2 websites that I used, which are in the description, because I told you that like 2 seconds ago. And if you guys like this video, you can like, you can dislike. I don't really care what you do. Comment about what you're hoping for and what you think you're going to buy. Tell me what I should play from all these lists, or just something that's already out and I don't have to wait for and waste all my money on. Give me some game suggestions, give me some rant suggestions, give me things I should just do because I should. Give me suggestions in the comment section. Use it. It's there. Use it! Also, subscribe and join the pack so you can see all my new videos when I actually upload them and then I can actually do things. We'll see what happens. You can subscribe if you want, because I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna like you or post videos all the time. Sorry. So yeah, that's E3. K9 out. Oh!